Hey guys, Sensational here. Today I'm going to give you guys my thoughts about the Viper version 2 Pro. I've been using this mouse for about 2 weeks and a half now, and I'm actually very surprised about this mouse. I know it caused a lot of dramas, but today I'm going to let you guys know what I like about the mouse and, what my experience is like, the past 2 weeks. So, yeah, if you don't know what the Viper is an FK style mouse. This is their new flagship model, Razer's new flagship model. It's basically the successor of the RVU. We got some minor changes. So you guys can see, no more factory molded side grips. You also get a raised scroll wheel, which is something that I really, really like. You got a more protruding side buttons now compared to the RVU, and you also have a different skates design right here. And I'm gonna let you guys know about the other features later on. In terms of build quality, my unit has no rattles or creaking, very solid shell. My scroll wheel is also centered. I'm not getting final mouse today. And the weight balancing is spread evenly, comparable or similar to the G Pro X Superlight or the X Lite version 2. So yeah, if you guys take a closer look, got an ultra lightweight optimization, yada yada. Built-in grips remove. They also provide you uh, an optional grips in the box. And personally, I've been using the side grips on mine, and they're high quality grips. I really like them. They remove the right hand side button and the RGB. The new sensor, the Focus Pro 3950 sensor, and compared to the Focus Plus on the RVU, the 3395 sensor, I don't really feel any difference between the two. I see some people talking about how they play better with the 3950. It's much more accurate, but it's just a placebo effect, in my own personal opinion. I think the only difference between the two is that the sensor is much more efficient. It says over here lighter and more efficient battery. The RVU had a 500 milliamp hour battery, I think, and the RVU Pro has a 300 milliamp hour battery. I doubt it's more efficient, but it's probably the sensor that is, more efficient compared to the Focus Plus. And you also get an upgraded USB Type C charging and a DPI button. These changes, and you know it's just really good. The execution is very, very good compared to the Super Light. And I'm gonna tell you why. Accessory wise, you get a better grip tape out of the box. Just comparing it to the G Pro X Super Light real quick, you get a better side buttons. Personally, I'm not a big fan of this side buttons. It's very nice and tactile, but the switch that they use are micro switches. It's not like something's wrong with them, but I just wish they used something like a Kale Blue Shell or something. Just being nitpicky here. And the stock skates, it's more on the control side. Feels like a Tiger Arc V1s, and they're very rounded. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really see any reason for you to be changing the stock skates unless you want a little bit more glide. Um, Same scroll wheel. The Gen 3 switches, though, it's a little bit more tactile, slightly heavier than my RVU. I do actually prefer the Gen 2 switches over the Gen 3 switches. You also got a light indicator here, whether I don't know. I think it shows you what DPI you're on. I only play 1600 DPI, so I can't really speak much about this. And it also shows you how much battery life you have. Like if it's green, like you're charging it, it will show green. And the coating is pretty good on the mouse. It's a little coarse. If you have a dry ass hands, it's fine. If your hand sweats a little bit, it's fine. It's not like the G Pro X Super Light coating, for example. If you have a dry ass hands, then it's gonna be slippery. For example, it's kind of like the X Lite Mini coating or X Lite V2. if you have a dry hands, it will be hella slippery. But in if your hands starts to get a little moist, what I'm saying, like then it starts to feel a little bit more grippier. Performance wise, very flawless. The battery consumption though, I'll show you guys the battery consumption. And as far as battery life goes, I've been using this mouse for about 7 days now, completely charged up to 100%. And as you guys can see, we're currently at 12% battery life. And I feel like the battery life is really good. But to be honest, I feel like the G Pro X Superlight is just slightly better. But the 3950 sensor or the Focus Pro is actually very efficient. Now we're currently charging the mouse, currently at 12% at 5:46 p.m. As you guys can see, we're at 12 from 12% to 57% in about an hour and 2 minutes in. And here it is, guys, from 12% to 100% in just a little over 2 hours, I would say. 2 hours and 12 minutes to be precise. So I'm guessing from 0% to something like 100% would probably take like 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes, something like that. Yeah, so you guys can see it lasted like a week before needing a charge, and I've been putting a lot of time with this mouse, you know what I'm saying? This is my main mouse because I'm coming from an RVU, and this is how I grip the mouse. Perfect button placements, very easy to hit. Now, if you're wondering if you've never tried the Viper Shape before, I have a 19 by 10 hand size, and if you have a smaller hand size, you can claw this mouse. You can even palm this mouse. Fingertip might it could work, but it might be a little too hard because you might not be able to hit that front side buttons. For medium hand size, this is a perfect mouse for you. For claw, palm, maybe, maybe for palm. Fingertip, yes. For larger hand size people, claw, yes. Fingertip, yes. Palm, no. So for the price of the mouse, they're asking for $150. This cost a lot of drama. I've seen, people upset about this, especially on Reddit. I mean, Reddit is like a place where people just troll each other anyways, but in some YouTube comments or YouTubers saying that is overpriced. And I can see that, what I'm saying, $150, but when people complains about something that they remove feature from the RVU and they're still asking for 150, there's a reason why they're asking for 150. This mouse is catered for very serious players, like pro level players. If you're a casual, I think you're better off with the RVU personally. But if you really want, the best of the best, like spec wise and performance wise, 150 is a no brainer. If you guys don't know, they have to redesign a new shell for this. They even improved the scroll wheel height. Um, they also designed a new bottom shell, and the internal overall just a completely different design compared to the RVU. So yes, you lose the right hand side buttons, but I feel like Razer should just make a RVU, Viper version 2 Pro strictly for left hand people. So there's no more complaints about left people who are left handed and use their mouse left handed. If you guys can't afford or don't want to pay 150, you can wait like a few more months, then expect this mouse to go on sale for like $130 or something like that, or even 120. You lose the dock, but I don't think that's important because you get a 59 grams or 58-gram mouse that plays extremely well, very agile, very nice for flicks and tracking, and overall, I'm very pleased with this product. This is my endgame mouse. I mean, I've been using the Viper shape for quite some time now, and in my own personal opinion, this is just the best shape for me. The $150 price tag may be a little steep, but I'm certain that it's worth the investment. You know, if you're very serious about ranks and all that or performance, trying to get an edge against your opponents or your ops, you know, I highly recommend this. This is a very good investment. You know what I'm saying? The execution of Razer compared to the Logitech G Pro X Superlight is just way better, man. Like way better accessories, way better stock grips. You know what I'm saying? Way better stock skates. You don't really need to change anything from the mouse, to be honest. Nice rounded skates, USB Type C charging, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2022. It's just perfect out of the box. You know, highly recommend the mouse. Once again, it passes the vibe check. And if you like the content, you know what I'm saying, support your boy. Get me monetized. We start giving away shit. Thanks for watching the vid. See you on to the next one. Peace.
PP Bison, PP Bison, PP Bison.